Okay, we're going to talk about the CleanTech Open Webinars and what you need to know. And you can, again, you can go and look at what's written down, get the happy dance on it, but I'm going to let you know my experience. Now, the webinars are designed to reinforce what you learn in the Academy. And this is all based around finishing these worksheets, which are huge, and ironically, you have to have the worksheets done halfway through all the webinars. So I'm a little confused on that one, but that's fine. Now, when you go to the webinar page, what you'll do is you'll get all these little areas, and I kind of like this part. You see the webinar that's due, you see a little bit about the presenters, and there'll be some sort of link that takes you to the webinar, and you have to register for each one. And as you see up here, the recorded webinars, the first one is still not available. We're on August 1st, and this was done on July 10th. I'm going to go into that more in a minute. You also notice that the 24th are not available. And let me go ahead and refresh the page. And, well, refreshing the page. But, as I check, they're still coming soon. And so, again, still not available. And you'll notice there are a whole bunch of simultaneous topics available here. The webinars are broken up into two parts. One core, which is about 3 hours of lecture, and then one accent one, which will be a specific area. And that's about an hour. So you're looking at 4 hours plus 30 minutes intermission. So 4 to 4.5 hours plus per week of dedication you have to do this. That's important to know. So you're like, okay, well, it's recorded, so this is fine. As I pointed out, that is not, the first one, the very first one's still not available. It's not a technical glitch. CleanTech Open is partnered with Phoenix University, which is a for-profit university. The reason you're not seeing the first one up is that there's a digital rights management beef or something that Phoenix University has about it. And in fact, all the webinars, they have to get through Phoenix University's gate to see if they want to even put up. So if you're thinking to yourself, I'll just watch it at nighttime because I'm busy working during the day, that is not a good plan. I missed one, I missed the 24th, which is kind of relevant to the worksheets, and I'm still waiting. And although they announced yesterday that all the videos are up, and the other videos would be up in 24 hours, this isn't true. Phoenix University, when you're relying on a third party, whether you like for-profit universities or not is irrelevant. What's relevant is that this is obviously a stopgap, or not a stopgap, this is obviously a roadblock to seeing this technology, and you need to know about it. So, there is benefit to sitting in front of the monitor live, is you get to ask questions and you get to hear questions other people ask. So that's a plus. But if you miss it and you're thinking you're going to pull this information off to finish the worksheets at nighttime, you should rethink that plan. And again, when you're applying for the CleanTech Open, we're talking about 4.5 hours of commitment in front of the monitor per week. And it gets better. The WebEx, which is basically a GoToMeeting clone, it's kind of the same thing. It's very nice. You get to see the screen, you get to ask questions. But I've already looked up in their documentation, and they are exploring what they're going to do on mobile devices. And right now, it's nothing. And given that I'm assuming WebEx is part of Phoenix University's gig, which means that if there isn't a form of profit in there somewhere, the motivations to make that work are nil. Although many of the CleanTech Open presenters are volunteering their time, I don't think Phoenix University is really doing this for the betterment of mankind. So that's important to know. So if you can't sit in front of I got them out. If you can't sit in front of a PC or maybe Mac, I don't know if it works on Mac, you're not going to be able to watch it on your tablet. You're not going to be able to watch it on your phone. And if you're counting on that as your way to look at this, that's a plan you need to rethink. There's a lot of value in the webinars. There's, it's helpful. It's almost mandated to try and answer these questions on this monster worksheets you have to accomplish. And it's important. As for the remote presence learning model, it's important. But again, there's a time involvement. There's time you got to take out your day. And if you have a team that you can share and get this done with, great. If you're doing it solo, that's important to think about. So You got the good, the bad here. And if anyone has any questions, oh, one last thing, I almost forgot. The slides that the presenters use are not available unless you're watching them through the webinars. And you cannot go back and look at the slides again until you look at the webinars that you download, which you can download them, but you can only watch them on a proprietary viewer, which ironically, for my case, only works on the PC. There might be something from that. So, an amazing way to teach and reinstill these values and these lessons. However, there is a bottleneck on when you actually will be able to see them. So think about that on time commitments when you sign up for this. Again, there's good and bad here, and I want you to take away an open mind, but I think it's important for anyone who is undertaking something like this that they get both sides of it, at least my experience of it. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll reply as soon as I can.